Are you here? Well, I'm doing this. It's early afternoon, super late morning, however you look at it. Churchill, Cohiba, aged, red dot. And I have less time to bullshit right now, so I'm gonna go straight into this cigar. This is provided to us by Saint Sanco. Single cap on this. You don't have to take much. If you're punching, be mindful as well. Soft, gentle heat, can't stress it enough. The Red Dot is Cohiba's best-selling cigar. It's clearly Cohiba's favorite cigar, or it wouldn't be their best-selling cigar. 70% of their production is Red Dot. And that was information as of like 6 months ago. Now, of course, that could change. The Red Dot would be the last cigar that Cohiba would get rid of or change. Unless if, somebody new took over and was like, let's throw in the company. Now, just like yesterday with the Cohiba Black I reviewed live, the age definitely affected the Cohiba Black. But then once I kind of got towards the end, like in the middle of the second, third, at the same time I dropped the ash, it could have been one or the other, or both, the intensity picked up. So I grew the ash about this long on the Cohiba Black, and then when I dropped the ash, it picked it up. So I don't know with these long, not that they're skinny cigars, but I think they're 49 or 7x50 or 749. Holding the ash that long on an aged cigar, it could impede the intensity, and it is what it is. The point is, for me, for my palate, I enjoyed it better actually on the Cohiba Black once I dropped that large ash. So in this case too, I guess for aesthetics I can grow the ash, but unless if the flavor was less affected by time on this cigar, which can happen, then we'll see. Yeah, it definitely damaged the foot. The cigar is starting off beautiful. Feels like a Red Dot, but it feels like a gentler version of a Red Dot. But at the same time, this is a Churchill. Now, the Churchill Red Dot I've had many times. Yesterday might have been the first time I had a Churchill Cohiba Black. Because really in New York, you never saw them. They were mostly Robusto in the glass tubes, 5.5 by whatever 50, or the Toro. But I think Churchill was a great size on these cigars. Whether the Red Dot or the Black, two different cigars, but both equal in luxury. Now the Red Dot's easier to love. Who doesn't love salted nuts? Your mother does. Cinnamon, black pepper, a toasty, bready kind of cigar, light amount of earth, a rich coffee note. Just a beautiful, happy cigar, and a very lively. All the flavors lively, tingling. Not like a crazy intensity AJ Fernandez, but a really fun cigar. Now the Cohiba Black, different. The flavor's not lively. It's heavy, but it slowly builds up. And it just doesn't go away. And I'll tell you what, when I woke up this morning, I felt that cigar from yesterday. As of right now, I can tell you that I feel time affected the Cohiba Red Dot in Churchill less than the Black. And I've seen that happen before when reviewing cigars, how sometimes certain cigars, sometimes maybe the stronger cigars, you can look at it as maybe they have more to lose, and or when you have a cigar that's normally stronger, original production, the time you buy the store within a year, and you age it, in your mind you're expecting this. So even though it might still have more strength than another cigar that's aged, that's weaker, but your mind, if you had that cigar a lot, you're expecting to be here, and now even if it goes down here, you're like, oh, it lost more, and that could affect the perception as well. Just a happy cigar, beautiful, nutty, salted nuts. Same thing, so reliable, cinnamon, black pepper, toastiness. long finish. We're going to come back. We're going to let this build up. I hope the intensity builds up because we're only in the first quarter inch. If you're new to Cohiba Red Dot, which you shouldn't be, you should smoke them a lot. They're great cigars. Go on CBIT or Cigar Page. Beautiful Cameroon, true Cameroon African wrapper. Indonesian, is it Indonesian Sumatra? I know it's Indonesian binder. And the Dominican Puerto Cabano. And General has some of the best Dominican Puerto Cabano. I can't stress enough. General and Fuente. I mean, they have great Dominican tobacco. I'll come back. Well, we're back. General cigar, fake Cohibas. They're not even Cuban Cohibas. They're not good cigars. They have terrible construction. They just false. General has great construction. Most people buy their cigars, give or take. They go to a lounge, though, right? They buy 1 or 2 sticks. Lounges are too wet. I can't stress it enough. And generally speaking, General cigars are not underpacked. So if you have cigars with full packs that are wet, you're going to get a bad draw or a bad burn, bad smoke production, and have less flavor. So make sure that your cigars aren't fucking soaked from lounges. I can't stress it. I think at nighttime lounges go through with a Super Soaker 100 and just like just spraying it down with city water. I'm at a beautiful medium plus right now. Beautiful flavor. Same thing. It's a very consistent cigar. But I'm going to drop the ash. Why would I drop the ash on this cigar? Because I want to see immediately if the strength's going to pick up that much. That if they're growing the ash on an aged cigar, does it really affect the strength that much? If it's like a brand new AJ Fernandez growing the ash, really, the cigar's so strong and heavy, you might not even notice it. But here we go. Let's drop it. It's a sin to drop this ash, but it's for science. Yeah. Immediately more of everything. So all I can say is this. We talked about it yesterday with Sacco. Obviously growing a large ash, it acts as an insulator. It acts as as a condom over the Jimmy. Slows things down and you feel less. But it protects from burning. You know what I'm talking about. However, with the aged cigar, I'm talking about 1 year, but we're talking about 5 years. The cigar, and that's when he bought it. So the cigar could have been produced 7 years ago. The question is, it might not be conducive to grow a large. Most of you guys can't do that because you don't have the fucking patience. Richie, how do you always grow a big ash like that? I don't know. Patience. It's one of the few things in my life where I sit and wait for it. I am a very impulsive person. Immediate response. I can't stress it enough. Immediate. But with ash, it's the one time in my life where it's be still. Wait. Have patience. At the proper time, you may harvest the ash. If you like Don Carlos, Natural Cameroon, Hemingway, fuck that. It is Cameroon. I meant to say Hemingway, but then I said Don Carlos, but that's a 40 slip because Don Carlos is a Cameroon cigar. So if you like Don Carlos, yes, you'll love the Red Dot. If you like the Hemingway Natural, any of those short stories or signatures, you're gonna love the Red Dot. And if you love the Hemingway signature or any size in Cameroon, but you say you hate the Cohiba Red Dot, you're a fucking liar. these cigars could be cousins. They're so beautiful, and some of the best Cameroon cigars, Don Carlos, Hemingway series, and the Red Dot. And in some ways, one's not better than the other. Each one does a certain thing that's fucking phenomenal, and that everyone loves. But if you shit on the Red Dot because it's a fake Cuban, then I hate you, and I shouldn't hate you. But I'll ask for forgiveness after I hate you. Every day that I hate you, I will ask to be forgiven for the hatred that I have for your stupid remark. But the Lord is teaching me at a certain point, you gotta decide when you're dealing with someone who's a piece of shit. Are you gonna try to control their mind? Or are you just gonna control yours? BBW, baby. I'm in the last third here. Classic Cohiba, chewing on this fucking cigar. Phenomenal flavor. It's at a light, medium full right now. In the last third, definitely. Look at that wrapper, man. Fucking beautiful. Like a suede jacket. Definitely the 5 years, sitting. It calmed it down. Not astronomical, but I've had the cigar so many times that I could definitely notice just overall every place of the cigar was knocked down a little bit. Now, is the cigar still enjoyable? The answer is yes. Did it make it better? I think that's going to be a preference issue. I would still prefer the original production, within a year, because I prefer the more intensity of this cigar, even though it's not a strong cigar, but the flavors are more intense off of, out the factory, with plus or minus a year, you smoke the cigar at a lounge or buy it over the internet. So, but the question is, with science, this scientific experiment, did 5 years hurt the cigar? The answer is no, and it still could go probably longer. So it was still enjoyable, and it lost some balls. It did, but it still has balls. And it's still beautiful. It's still very delicious, and it kept all the same flavors throughout. So the Cohiba Red Dot Churchill, it's really nice. 4.75, classic cigar, Richie certified, lifetime worthy, box worthy, any size. They're all great. Buy yourself Cohiba Red Dots. Go online, get them at a better price, but I can't stress it enough. If you love Don Carlos and you love a Hemingway series, you're going to love this cigar. Now, which one's your favorite? That's up to you. But to me, each one brings something a little different than the other one doesn't do. But they all have a lot of similarities. A lot of Dominican and Cameroon African tobacco. It's fantastic wrapper, very high quality. I love the old school band. It's simple, but it was bold. BBW, baby. Classic flavors. Cinnamon. Really nice cinnamon. Sugary cinnamon. Roasted nuts. Salted roasted nuts, baby. The coffee. Long finish. It's kind of bready, toasty feel. It's a great morning or midday cigar that when you don't want a Connecticut, you want something a little more exciting, but you're not in the mood for a sun-grown or Maduro. It's a great option to have. These are world-class cigars. They work every time. They burn every time. If you're fucking up the burn on this, either your cigar is really wet or you need practices using a match. We're done, baby. I'll catch you around. Love this cigar. Appreciate it, Sacco. Classic. This has been another review by Richie. Sitting and mobile. You like how I switched that up? Not one or the other. So it is what it is. Now get out of here and I don't know. Do what you got to do. And I don't know if you know this, but Anthony P's show, he can have up to 10 guests. So make sure you guys show up there. You don't have to wear clothes. He specifically told me he prefers that the guys show up there, clothing optional. But he said, please bring a cigar. And All right, there you go. Hey,
I gotta do something, right? Catch you around.